Okay, hello everybody. Welcome. We're in Northern Colorado at my parents' house. This is their garage. This is kind of like the best place I found to do this. But in front of me here, I have everything that I'm taking on my trip, like 99% of the things that I'm taking on my trip, ready to go, just have to pack them. But before I pack them, I wanted to show you how I pack them and what I do with the bags in order to potentially help you out there if you have no idea what to take and how to carry it. Because this system worked for me last year, and I'm doing exactly the same thing with just one change, which is a smaller backpack for like the day adventure. We're gonna go fishing on a little run/hike and just do some biking while we're up there. So let me grab the camera and walk you through what I'm thinking here. I don't want this video to take like 45 minutes to record or to view, so I'm gonna try to fly through these things. But feel free to ask questions down in the comments below. If something doesn't make sense, I'll be more than happy to explain it further in the comments. All right, here we are. First off, bike I'm taking, the Poseidon Redwood. This was a bike that they sent me like 2 years ago, but it's just been so great, so reliable, and has mechanical disc brakes instead of hydraulic. So I prefer that if I'm going on a trip like this because I can easily work on them on the go. But yeah, super solid bike, took it last year. The basic idea of what the bag situation will be is I will have a chuck bucket, Oveja Negra chuck bucket, a handlebar bag, a frame bag, which is this Apidura, and then I'm running the Divide, the Old Man Mountain Divide rear rack, which will have two panniers on, or I guess one on either side, and then some stuff up top. So let's get to the gear. Oh, as well as this big Nalgene, which will be mounted in the triangle here. I have to change this bottom cage to the top so that, it's not under the bike. Okay, so let's start by talking about panniers. One is going to carry all my snacks, all my food, and one over here is going to carry all my clothes. Why? Because there is bear bins or bear boxes up there, so I can chuck just the one with all the food into that bear box and be good to go. And the other one I could chuck in the tent once I set it up, and all my clothes and everything is in the tent ready for me to access. There's two clothing items that won't be in the pannier with my clothes, and that's my rain jacket and my puffy coat, and I'll explain why in a bit. So let's talk food. In the pannier right here, I will have my stove, which is an MSR pocket rocket, and my GSI cooking pot. I got my Snow Peak titanium fork here. That will just go in here, as well as a lighter. I got 3 Backpackers Pantry meals. Those are like the main meals I'll have at the end of a day. We are gonna stay there, let's see, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So those are the 3 main meals. We got Shin ramen, of course, can't go wrong with the Shin ramen. And these ones in boxes, I will take them out of boxes, but they're in boxes just because I got them and set them up for this video not too long ago. Same with the Pike Place. We got instant coffee. Not my choice for instant coffee. I do like the Pike Place roast, but I forgot to get some when I was at the outdoor store getting these guys. Tortillas, a packet of 12 mini tortillas. Some Skippy peanut butter, crunchy or chunky, whatever. Some Nerds gummy clusters. We're gonna be burning a lot of calories up there when we go on a little trek to an alpine lake to do some fishing and just like get a run in. Tuna Creations. These things are a hack. My buddy Eric busted these out in, if you go back on my channel, the very first video, Bikepacking Utah, he brought some of those, and man, they're like $1.70, I think, per pouch. 14 grams of protein, 70 calories. Just amazing, especially if you have some tortillas. I like this jalapeno flavor. Super cheap and get some good protein. Top of that, I'm going to be taking this pouch with a bunch of NAC energy gels for the run, not a bunch, maybe 3 or 4, and then a bunch of elements to rehydrate. Got some protein bars here that I just had laying around that I'm going to bring as well. Over there I have my water filter, which is a 1 liter bottle. It's this beef-free. I've used it for around 3 or 4 years now, and it's amazing. You just have to saturate the filter after a time of no use. So you just put it in a wet bowl and just let it soak, and it filters quickly again. So that is my food pannier. And again, all that will be in this, which is a North Street pannier made in Portland. Pretty sick panniers. They sent me these panniers when they sent me this rack years ago. And I really like them. They're small, but sturdy, and get the job done, especially when it comes to fitting all this food in. Okay, so for the other pannier, I have all my clothes. So typically on this outside pocket, I will keep my headlamp and maybe the beanie, which is downstairs. It's not out here right now, just so I can have access to it when I want to, and I don't have to be shuffling through these things. So I got 4 pairs of socks, 2 toe socks and 2 Darn Tough socks. Toe socks are creepers, amazing. Darn Tough socks, just like their hiker crew socks. I will be wearing one of those tomorrow with the Topo Athletic Mountain Racer 3s, simply because I don't want to strap them on the bike. I'm going to be wearing these Bedrock sandals as well, but they are much easier to strap on the bike and carry while I ride. It will get a little bit hot with those shoes, but it'll feel nice to get to camp and then strap on the sandals and get some fresh air on the toes. I only have 3 pairs of boxers because I run mostly in these Patagonia Strider shorts that have a lining, so I don't use boxers when I use those. And you know, I'll comfortably go a whole day in those shorts. I got 2 of them and then a pair of Patagonia long john leggings here, so I can sleep nice and warm at night. For shirts, I have an Ornat Merino shirt here. This is just like a Great Divide Ultra race shirt here. And then a sun hoodie. I will probably bring another sun hoodie because they're just so good for days like this, where you don't necessarily want to be applying sunscreen all over your body, but you want to protect yourself from the sun. For bottoms, I have a pair of Ornat Mission pants. I'm wearing a pair of Ornat Mission shorts, the lightweight version. I'll bring these guys as well. And yeah, those are the bottoms really. Really counting on those Patagonia Strider shorts, those 2 sets, because they will get me through a lot. I will also be taking this Outdoor Research bucket hat, using it for the days where I feel like I need a little bit more sun coverage. I'll be taking this Path Projects hat as well. But yeah, those 2 hats. I was considering not bringing the hat, but I know that there will be some times where I want to use that to keep the sun off my ears. And that basically, all those clothes that I just listed will be in this pannier. Right now I'm going to talk a little bit about this fishing stuff. We are going to be doing some fly fishing. I got my main rod and reel here. And then this is not a fishing item, but this will be going on the back of the rack, or on top of the rack. This is my camp chair, super cheap, like Amazon camp chair. I think I got it for 20 bucks like 3 years ago, and super solid, really comfortable as well. I am bringing the Tenkara rod, which I haven't used a ton, to be honest. They sent me this a few years back, and I do want to bust it out some more on this trip, but I also bring it because I always get a little bit anxious about my main rod breaking on a trip like this and then not being able to fish. So having a backup like this Tenkara rod is great. So all of that, minus maybe the Tenkara rod, will go in this backpack. The Tenkara rod in the backpack. The rest of the stuff will go on top right here of the rack. But here for the fishing stuff, I'm going to be taking this nice little handy deployable net. will not be taking all of these flies. I have to organize them into this little fly box. This is just my main fly box, and this is its little sibling. But I'm gonna just take this guy packed. I'm gonna pack it with a ton of options from here. I'm gonna do some floatant, some top ride floatant. I won't be bringing all this split shot, but some of it for sure. This is the Tenkara line for the Tenkara rod. And I'll be bringing one spool of tippet. Probably won't be 6X, it'll be 5X. These are indicators for bobbers. Again, I won't be bringing all of these, but I'll pare these down and bring some. I probably won't bring these disposable ones. I really like these ones here that pinch the line. So a lot of that stuff will go into this John G fanny pack, and this John G fanny pack will then go into this backpack. The reason I'm bringing this backpack is because when we go on our big excursion up to the lake, I want to bring a lot more stuff than would fit in the fanny pack. But when we're around camp, I just want to have the fanny pack with a few of the fishing items so I'm not carrying a backpack the whole time. This right here is the Outdoor Vitals Skyline 30 Fast Pack, by the way. It's kind of like a running vest, so it'll be great to take and fish with because it has the pockets up front like a running vest would. For camera gear, pretty minimal here. I'm taking the camera I'm filming with now, which is a Sony ZV-1 with the DJI Mic Mini set. This is the case for them, which I'll sometimes use for the Mic Mini and sometimes use for the camera itself, depending on when we're traveling to this lake here. Then GoPro Hero 11, not the newest, nothing too fancy. So that is all gonna go in this, and I'm gonna ride up with it tomorrow. We've covered the rear end of the bike. Let's look at the frame bag and what I put in there. For the frame bag, it is my toiletries, so deodorant, some Body Glide so I don't chafe on the runs, some chapstick, toothbrush, and I'll have a little toothpaste here as well. I got batteries for my cameras, GoPro and the Sony ZV-1. I got battery packs, 10,000 milliamp and 20,000. The only reason I'm bringing two is because I don't know if this one's dying on me or not, so I'm bringing the 10,000 as a backup. In the Apodura frame bag, all of that will go in. There's a charger for the ZV-1 batteries. The GoPro I'll just charge directly USB-C. And then saddle bag, saddle roll, has tube, a couple extra pieces of kit. There's also in the bag a pump, things like that. So that'll go on the bike, stay on the bike the whole time, basically, and I'll just pull the stuff as needed. Okay, lastly, my sleeping kit, which is in this handlebar bag, is sleeping bag, sleeping pad, sleeping pillow, like a little inflatable pillow, and what else is in here? Sleeping bag, sleeping pad, sleeping pillow, that's it. And then I will load, they're not in there right now, but I will load on either side my rain jacket on the right side as I'm riding, so I know that my rain jacket is quickly accessible. And then my puffy jacket on the other side, just because this bag has plenty of space to do that. So I will load all that. And then I'm running this Big Agnes Fly Creek, I think one person tent. Perfect because it's got these short poles and it has attachment points. So that is kind of it when it comes to all the things I'm bringing on this trip. Like I said, it's 99% there. There's some things that aren't here, like sunscreen, my jackets, but little pieces. This is most of my kit, which I'll be bringing on this trip. Hopefully this helped you guys out. I know it's not too intensive with a ton of shots, but I did just decide to share this last minute because I thought I have to pack it anyway, so I may as well just take a little bit more time to lay things out, show you guys what I bring and how I bring it, and hopefully this has helped one of you, even if it's just one person out there. Like I said, this setup helped me a lot last year, so I'm sticking to it this year. Stay tuned for that bike packing video, leaving on this trip tomorrow, so should be out after this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments if this helped you out or if you have other tips for viewers like you. See you guys in the next one. Peace.